All right, so we're back again. This time I've got some markers with me, and I've got teal. I've got some like yellowish, I think it's yellowish orange, golden yellow. Of course, there's green or emerald, and I've got some copper, kind of brownish color. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start coloring the eye with some green or emerald. So just kind of go in here. It's pretty dark too, but the cool thing about this is you can do like different lines with it. And let me use some black. I have a thin Sharpie and a thick Sharpie. I'm just gonna go in with a thin Sharpie real quick and just kind of like outline this area here. Like that. So I use a thin Sharpie for that, and then take my eraser and kind of erase some of these lines in here. Right, so if you draw it light, you get it right. And if you want to make it darker, use a marker. I like to go in the same direction. Just kind of makes the marker look a little bit better. So now you've got like this little reflection here on the side of the eye, or the side of the pupil. And I'll just go in here with the tip of the marker, kind of do this. I want to go back in and add some more. I need to come, oh, yeah, there we go. Like this. Go this way. All right. Just draw it in like this, right here. And then I guess we could use some teal too for the inside of the eye. Right in here, different color. Right here. Kind of blend it together a little bit. And you can kind of feather it in there too. Okay. And then, let's see here. I am going to use this Sharpie marker, this little inked ultra fine Sharpie. Just kind of go over what I drew already. Remember, you can always turn your page, right? This kind of reminds me of like the old school dragons. I don't know if you ever heard of Dragon's Lair. That's an old video game from the 80s where you select different levels it's just a choice game, but it was in the arcade before there was good graphics, and on some of the games that we play nowadays are so good it's unbelievable. But the dragon under Dragon's Lair, you had to pick these different choices and it would lead you up to a point of rescuing a princess named Daphne. So, and the guy that actually did that, his name was Don Bluth, and he worked for Disney for a little while, and then later on he went on to do some his own stuff. I'm just gonna go through these. So you kind of get the idea here, right? You can come in here and use some, like we talked about before, cross hatching or hatching for lines on these little horn pieces, right? You can do that. This kind of gives it more shading, right? And then I guess we're not going to do veins in this. I thought I'd draw like little veins on the eye, but kind of already drew the eye green and blue, or emerald and teal. But you could draw veins in there if you wanted to, just kind of make it look more like if he's angry, or maybe he's not an angry dragon. Maybe he is like a happy dragon, kind of like that movie How to Train a Dragon, right? Alright, so you can see here I'm kind of outlining with my ultra fine Sharpie. I'm just going over the pencil lines I already drew. And if you don't like that line, you can always go back over. And then key is just to get kind of creative. So you could sit here if you wanted to, and you could draw little circles in each one of these to kind of give it detail. Give it more of a scaly feel if you wanted to, right? And then the scales, you could just kind of like come over here and work on these a little bit more. Like this. I don't know about you, but right now I've been so cooped up that it's kind of causing a little bit of stress. And by me just sitting here drawing, just doing these little repetitive movements with the pen, kind of just drawing, getting my mind off of things is helping relax me. I don't know if that works for you. It does for me. For some reason, it just calms me down. Yeah, that's another thing too. I have some kids, and you know, they like to play video games and stuff. Make sure if you guys are playing games that you give yourself a break, a mental break from doing those. And that you just kind of switch tasks, right? Go on and do something else. So I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to go to part 3.